Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the today's Restaurant News and Networking Group. It is February the 7th. Next week is Valentine's Day, so everybody bring roses. And my name is Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News. And we are a group of vendors in the restaurant industry who are here to help each other grow our businesses. And we position ourselves as experts in the field. And we're here to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef, or any other company that has any questions or concerns that they need help with, to please give us a call at 561 620 8888, or go to our website at trnusa.com and take a look at our YouTube channel. We've got over 400 videos on our YouTube channel. And if you want to access that, you can go to our website again at TRNUSA. And there's a link at the top of the page that says YouTube. And just click on that, and it'll take you right to it. And I want to welcome back Robert.
Welcome.
I think we're going to ask Robert, why don't you tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you, because a lot of people here probably don't know you. So
thanks, Howard. Happy to. My name's Robert Hurst. My company is Apex Executive Consulting. And the best way to, picture what it is that I do is that if you've worked with franchise restaurants before, they usually have a resource called a franchise business consultant, and they help the restaurant owner in the areas of finance and operations. And that's what I do too, for all kinds of businesses. But as it relates to restaurants, my service is more pointed towards those restaurants that don't have a franchise business consultant as a resource, whether they're franchise or independent. If they don't have that resource, then I would help them out with in that regard with anything finance. It could be business plans, it could be budgets, it could be reviewing the P&L and other kind of financial statements, just keeping them on track, financially or operationally. We can go over some operational issues, anything that kind of bogs the owner down and keeps them from focusing on what they need to do, and that is to drive the revenue for their restaurant. A good way to get a hold of me is through the website. It could be Apex BMS for Business Management Solutions, apexbms.com. And my phone number is 561-512-6234.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to introduce our newest official member, Clint. You got your title in there, right?
I got it.
Okay. Tell us all about yourself.
All right. My name's Clint Columbe. I work for a company called Security. We're a large regional security company. We do security alarm systems, access control systems, CCTV, all great services. Restaurants, bars, things such as that need to secure their products, secure spaces within their places, restrict access, and be able to monitor what goes on front of house, back of house, and we do video surveillance. So those things. I've been in the industry for 32 years. I retired from a stand-in with ZZ Top. Howard's waiting for that joke. He's been wanting to drop. So just kidding. But
that's great. I'm going to find that background music.
That's us in a nutshell.
Yeah, beard for sure.
It's going to get trimmed soon. I've sworn that after the Renaissance Festival this year, I'm trimming it. Take the break.
I was in front of the car with the beard and the tuck, so I could, and long legs were running through my head. But you go ahead.
But that's what we do. So 32 years of experience. I was a tech in the field for over 20 years full time. So I know how to make it work, know how to take care of customers properly. And we have a broad spectrum of where we can work up and down the East Coast. And I'm based out of Boca Raton.
Great. How can we reach you?
And my number's on there. My number is 954-616-9357. That's my personal cell. That's the one I give to everybody. With me, I can always be reached.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome. Jason, are you with us?
Yes, and I don't know why my camera's not working, but it's not. I just tried to fix it, and for some reason it won't work on this. It works on my PC, but I am here though.
I think you need to call Stephanie.
Yeah.
Tell us all about yourself.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
Tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you.
Yes, sir. So Jason Christian, I'm with Heartland Payments, and I handle Heartland restaurant point of sale. So anything from your quick serve to your fine dining, if that customer needs a handheld units, if they need a system with great reporting, customize integrations to our payroll platform that works with Randy, but really most importantly, I've been doing this for 11 years. The goal isn't just to save people money and then give them a system and go. The goal is to really help them scale, be consistent, and really get great customer service as well. And you can reach me by phone, which is 239-357-4286, or by email, which is Jason, JASON, .Christian at e-hps.com.
Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to Joemi because she is presenting next week on Valentine's Day, right? Getting ready? You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Still on mute.
Would
There you
sign
go.
language help you?
There you go.
I said, we're doing interest, right? I just jumped on the call.
Okay.
Am I doing my intro?
Yeah, do your intro now.
Okay. Good morning. Hi. Happy Friday. My name is Choami, and I own a interior design studio. But what really sets us apart is that, well, number one, we focus on restaurant design. But what really set us apart is that we do the entire creative part of what it would be to build a restaurant. So we do the market, like the entire marketing, the interior design, but we really do the entire branding. And then we specialize on franchise. So we create the franchise package, the style guides, and the prototypes, and then we do the rollouts. And then also we can help the franchise create the packages of scaling a brand from like a freestanding unit to a airport or stadium or a food court. So we can we do that as well, and then we do the rollouts and pretty much the whole 9 yards of what the creative part it is. And probably a lot of people don't really understand unless you're really involved in or build a restaurant. So when we have the presentation next week, I'm going to have a very interesting part of the whole creative that takes to build a brand and to have a consistency throughout the brands and all the units, which is what we do. So
Everybody,
You can reach me
please
at,
attend next week for the
sorry?
presentation. I'm just telling everybody to come next week to hear you.
Oh, yes, thank you. You're gonna be my, I'm gonna do a new sales deck pitch. So thanks everybody for being a guinea pig next week. See how that works.
All right, tell us how we can reach you now.
You can reach me actually, best thing's probably my cell phone directly. Everything is on the information that Howard sent. My cell phone is 407-496-3288. And as a business owner, I'm always available. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Jason, see, we got you on board. Where are you, Randy? I'm sure you helped him. Tell us.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Tell us who you
All
are.
right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Randy Pumputis here with Heartland Payroll. We are a national payroll company, Fortune 500 company. Humbly excited to say we are endorsed by the National Restaurant Association and all the state associations. I represent Heartland here in Florida. We handle all types of payroll clients, all mom and pop, small business, multiple locations. You hear the word franchise a lot. Very honored to be the exclusive payroll provider for United Franchise Group, which is adding more to their portfolio. So very well vested, if you will, in the franchise group. I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Jason, great to see you, and welcome all the new folks.
Randy, that United Franchise Group, is that Dan Rowe?
No.
Okay.
They're in West Palm.
Okay. Okay.
But there's so many facets to this thing. It's just a great organization. We're actually working now with folks that are not part of the franchise organization and are starting to look into franchising.
Wow.
So a little bit of an offshoot. We represent the payroll, POS, merchant, and of course the HR and payroll, like I said. So lot of spokes to this thing. So very excited about it.
Huge.
Yeah. Keeping me busy.
Okay, thank you. I want to welcome back John Mulholland. Do you have a fun fact for us?
You know what? I'm going to switch gears. Fun fact. Who's the only defensive player on a losing team to be MVP in the Super Bowl?
Tom Brady.
Well, no. Chuck Howley of the Dallas Cowboys lost 16-13. I think it was Super Bowl 7. There's your trivia. You can go to the Super Bowl on Sunday parties and win some money at it. So there was a guy on the losing team that was MVP.
Put that in the chat.
Pardon?
Put that in the chat for all the people that might want to use that.
Oh, sure. I can do that on the chat.
I
think we got Kevin on there. I don't see Chris anywhere.
Chris is at a doctor's appointment today.
I thought maybe he'd invite me over to his house since I'm going to be in New Orleans.
Oh.
Ooh.
He lives in Birmingham now, John.
Oh, that's too far out of the way.
Yeah, he moved.
He moved to Birmingham?
He did. He got married and he moved to Birmingham recently, and they're building a house and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I knew he got married, but I didn't know he moved. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, you want to tell us what you and John do?
Sure. So, hello, everybody. Welcome all the new folks. Strategic Supply Chain Partners. We're a full-service hospitality consulting company. We specialize in helping small, medium hospitality companies and how they're structured inside their purchasing agreements, distribution agreements with their broadline distributors, the Cisco's, US Foods, Cheney Brothers, and so on. Renegotiate those agreements on behalf of our clients. We get favorable terms, and then we go after manufacturer deviated pricing and additional rebate programs that are available that most owner operators don't know about. In total, we generally save a little bit over 10%. Give you an example. Group here in Orlando we're talking with, They have 6 locations, spend around $3 million a year in distribution costs. We're estimating that they're spending about 14% markup with their current distributor, about 6% higher than what they should be at. And we're going to be able to save them around $180,000 a year or $540,000 a year over a 3-year distribution agreement. Fairly small company, but they're growing. They have, like I said, 6 locations. They just started another concept, which is opened up to big numbers. We expect them to be somewhere in the 15 unit range in the next 3 to 5 years. So you can just take that math and apply that across the system. So doesn't include equipment, small wares, linen, packaging, credit card processing, uniforms, payroll. Many of those things come through the members of this TRN networking group. So we'll eventually be able to provide additional resources there for our clients as well from the TRN group. So anyway, that's who we are. If you want to find out more about us, check us out at www.ssc.partners, or you can give me a call, 407-497-9495. Phone number is on the screen. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. You want to say something, John?
That was hard to top, but for those that do commercial real estate, you usually get the leads on when new restaurants are opening up. So we want to get them in their infancy when they first opened up to show what we can do. And like Kevin says, grow with them. Some of these restaurants, as you guys know, they're growing. Again, what was it? One of the burger places starting to be in Georgia now. Can't remember the name of it.
Is that the that's the Nashville chicken.
Now look at, what is it? Cane's chicken?
Oh, Cane's chicken fingers.
They're popping up all over the place.
Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's,
yeah.
But why right next to Chick-fil-A by BJ's? So silly.
Yeah.
There's a
The
lot
gas
of
stations
companies
do the
out there
same
that just
thing.
don't
They
know.
feed off each other.
Yeah.
Cane's will be open on Sundays.
Right.
I'll just, if I may just give an example, we have 3 clients. It's kind of a weird example. So we have a national agreement with a glove manufacturer, and we get vinyl gloves, a case of vinyl gloves for $18 to $20 landed to the client. We have one new client we just talked that we're looking at to bring on board. Same glove, same manufacturer, same manufacturer product code. They're paying $45.73 for a $20 box of gloves. Another group in Houston, we just moved them into a new agreement. They were paying over $95 a case for the same glove that we can get them for $20. And they don't even know. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of dollars just on one item that companies are paying for that they just don't even know what the market will bear or what the price should be, I guess is probably a good way to put it. So
They don't know.
there's just so much money here. It's ridiculous. It's rude is what it is. But we can find it, we capture it, we bring it back to them, and we share in that savings.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Let's go to Fred. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, am I in? Oh, you can hear me. Fred Bean, founder and CEO of Hotelport. For restaurants specifically, we provide content verification services where we proactively audit and help facilitate updates of their information. That's descriptive information, photos, menus across third-party channels. And we also have recently launched a reputation management platform, kind of a light one that allows them to respond to reviews using AI on Google, Google, Yelp, and TripAdvisor. And that's been very well received. We've got some restaurants in Washington, D.C., a couple coming out in Florida, and some other places. We just recently launched our restaurant services at the end of 2023, early 2024. We currently have about 150 restaurants in our platform for various services, and we'll be expanding that greatly this year through partnerships and sponsorships. I can be reached at 305-523-9434. Again, that's Hotelport, and that's hotelport.co. And happy to connect with anybody. Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Let's go to Jerry. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Glad to see everyone. My name is Jerry Manuel. I am with a company called the Restaurant Store. Restaurant Store is also part of Clark Food Service, which is the umbrella company, which also owns Webstaurant. The Restaurant Store has 12 locations, brick and mortar locations, which sells restaurant equipment. We are the largest restaurant equipment distributor in the country. We have a ton of private label equipment, but it's not only equipment. We sell private label disposable products, as well as chemicals and janitorial, anything that you can basically need for a restaurant, with the exception of refrigerated, produce, meats, seafood, things like that. About 6 months ago, they opened up a location in Orlando, Florida. So we have a 65,000 square foot brick and mortar store in Orlando. And right now we have 3 more on the books, one coming in Davie in May, Jacksonville, and also Largo, Florida, with other ones, in the pipeline, really putting a big footprint in Florida. Got a lot of business just being part of this networking group with Kevin and his group, as well as John. So it's a great concept, and definitely happy to be part of the group. I could be reached by my cell number is 717-823-7866, or my email is gmanuel, GMANGUAL @therestaurantstore.com. Thanks, guys.
Great, thank you. Let's go to Terry Lena. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Go Eagles. I'm rooting for the Eagles too. My dad was a diehard Eagles fan, so I'm sure he's up in heaven cheering them on. Terry Lena, I work for Workwear Outfitters, and we are a manufacturer of workwear apparel, everything from an apron to a chef coat, chef pants, back of the house, front of the house. We manufacture under Red Cap and Dickies. That's our brands. You can reach me at 317-385-2539. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Azlia, good morning.
Good morning, team. My name is Asalia. I am a business broker and commercial realtor. We'll get it, Howard.
I'll get
You
it.
laugh every time I say my name.
Just going to point at you and say you.
I'm going to introduce you from now on.
I know you're gonna call me because you go,
I know.
I'm like, oh, that's me. So my name's Asalia. I am a business broker and commercial realtor. I always talk about the restaurants that we have for sale. So right now we have 47, but we've had a good leasing week. On Monday, we gave the keys to a charcuterie concept that's opening in Miami Lakes. On Tuesday, I don't know if you guys do anything. I mean, you guys do businesses in general, but this lady has 12 locations of beauty salons, and I love her. She doesn't even speak full English, and she has 12 locations and like a franchise that she has created. So we got her the keys to the 13th location, thank God. And then on Thursday, yesterday, we signed a lease for a space on Ocean Drive. So that's been like the funkiest place I've done. Like you walk out and the ocean is right there in Miami Beach. So it's super nice. I'm really excited about that one. And anything I can do to connect you guys with these guys, I try. Kevin knows I try my best to put you guys out there. But I love this group and all the resources that you guys have. So yeah, I'll share the link to the 47 restaurants that we have in case you have a client that's looking. And anything I can do to help, you let me know. My number is 786-457-2796. Thank you, guys.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
With all the news that all these restaurant chains are closing, that's got to be leaving a lot of real estate open and a lot of people in the industry. Are you involved in any of that locations?
So I don't know. I don't see that. So that restaurants are going out of business is nothing new, right? Like 80% of them don't make it past first year. What I see is how quickly it gets taken up again. So like the one that I sold here in North Miami, I asked 150,000, 0 numbers. You're buying just a grease trap, the permits, licenses, and the rights to the space. And I sold it for 150,000. within a couple weeks. So to me, the sign that shit is going wrong is if they don't get taken up again. But if they go out of business, that's nothing new. Like people are like, especially other business brokers are like, it's scary out there. So many second generation. Not really. They get leased up again, and somebody tries again. So I'm not seeing a lot of that. Every Tuesday we monitor the second generation spaces that come back on the market and become available. But at least where I'm moving, like in Miami-Dade and Broward, I'm not seeing a problem with a ton of restaurant. I wish there was a ton of restaurant inventory. There's not. And most of them, if they're good, they're like, they get leased in a week. Like, I don't even stand a chance. I go see it the next day. We put in an LOI and we lost it. Won it by Young Circle in Hollywood. We lost it to a national tenant. The big dogs came in, you know? So I'm not seeing, if they're stuck in the market for too long, there's a problem. But I'm not seeing that, so.
Okay, well, that's good, upbeat, positive news.
Good for everybody here.
And it's great. It's horrible on one end, the people that are going out, but it's good for the people coming in, especially because if there's a hood system that's installed, they're saving thousands of dollars if they can utilize what's already there.
And a grease trap too. Yeah.
Yeah, keep us appraised.
Yeah.
Thank you. Steve, good morning.
Morning. Good morning, all. Steve Geller up in chilly Palisades, New York. My company is Leasing Solutions. I've been in the financing business for many years. I provide financing for business, principally equipment, but I can also do SBA loans, working capital, merchant cash advances, accounts receivable financing. I do all types of equipment, all dollar amounts nationwide. And my phone number is 845-362-6106. I work with end users, I work with vendors, and I work with consultants. So if I can help anybody, I'd be happy to do that. In addition, I will be exhibiting at the New York Restaurant Show, March 23rd, 24th, and 25th in booth 1245. Sharing with Terry Lena and Linda Bloom. It's a Javits Center. It's going to be a great show, great 3-day show. If anyone is interested in attending, let me know. I can get you free admission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, one more thing.
Sure.
Congratulations, Jerry.
He's off the board at the moment.
Oh,
there you are. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm going to try to do this before my long guy comes back. So I am Jerry with Creative Business Impressions. I am your promotional product specialist. I've been doing it for 22 years. One of the things that is happening right now, some of the tariffs have been put on hold, so that helps me with pricing. I've also been able to connect with some organizations that are helping me individually with pricing. So I'm getting special pricing from a lot of vendors. I always like to show off a little something that I got from my trade show. If anybody's looking, if any restaurant is looking for some way to send out a flyer or a mailer that is actually going to stand out, this is a neat little idea. It's actually called, I'm hoping this shows, lenticular, hold on, there we go. It's a lenticular print. So you can move it a little bit. Great for a gradual change, or let's say new ownership. This is what it looked like before. This might be what it looked like after, kind of thing. It's really cool. So this is a great flyer. It can be automatic, like an instant change, or a gradual change in the flyer itself. Also, Azalea, I'm sending you an email. I may have a connection for you. So, and would love to work with that charcuterie company. So we'll talk later. 561-308-1393. I'm located here in Boca. I've been doing this for 22 years.
Okay.
Terry, I was talking to her at 10:30 at night yesterday, and I told her she needs to reach out to you because the name is Bon Vivant, like good people are good living, like they live good. So I was like, I could see those sweatshirts, those t-shirts, some nice cups, and I told she's been in our meetings before, Lily. So I told her call Terry because you could sell merch and people would eat that up. So you were already there, okay?
Oh, thank you. And yeah, and then we can work on a whole marketing program and stuff. I'm getting all kinds of new stuff in from the trade show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am feeling a lot better than last week. My voice still isn't quite right. So please bear with me with my voice. When I woke up this morning, I didn't have one at all. But Mark and I, we are Brilliant Computers. Mark is my father. He's been servicing the South Florida area and beyond for now over 30 years. And we do all things IT for small and medium-sized businesses, residential, and commercial clients. We do business email hosting and support. We do managed services, managed security. We do, goodness, when in doubt, anything, reach out. Don't hesitate to call us. The best way to reach us is you can open up a ticket by emailing support@brilliantcomputers.com. If you are a new or existing restaurant, the ways that we can support you, of course, are all of your admin, all of your backup. Data backup obviously is important. That's one of the ways that we can help. We can help you set up if you're a new restaurant, set up your POS systems. I know that there are some POS people, but we can help with the actual mounting and putting it together. Mark's super good with all things hardware. I'm good with all things software. So we're here to help in any way we can. And then our number is 561-877-1119. Thanks.
Question for you.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of emails that are saying that I missed phone calls, and I have no idea what they're all about, so I don't open them. That's not legit, is it?
I mean, I know like with Mark, he has a Google Voice number, so we get emails when there's missed calls. But if it's not matching what's on your phone to what's in the email, I'd probably ignore it.
Yes, I'm just telling everybody, don't open those kind of emails.
Yeah.
I get loads of DocuSign requests.
Yes, DocuSign is a
Every
big
day,
one.
dozens.
Yeah.
If you're not expecting something, consider that it could be a scam, right? Other things as well are PayPal. Sometimes if you ever use PayPal or if you ever used it in the past, you'll get an email from a fake PayPal saying that, hey, your PayPal account's on hold. Please contact this number in order to reinstate your account. Same thing happens for banking. Same thing happens for telephone services. You can even get phone calls that sound like loved ones now. Oh my gosh, you can't even see my phone. But really be skeptical. If anything seems unusual, if you get a phone call from someone you don't recognize, ask questions that only that loved one say could respond to. Half the time it's bogus. Just hang up the phone and dial them back. If you get a call from your bank, for example, I've gotten calls. We use Redwood Credit Union, me and my husband, and I've gotten a call from Redwood Credit Union, and the call saying that they need some kind of information from me. They start asking questions and I'm skeptical. So I hang up and I call the number back, not the one that just called me, but the number that I know is the bank. And they say, yeah, that wasn't us. So there's a lot of ways these people can try and get information from you. If you've ever clicked on a link, sometimes they can install things that are in the background running on your computer that are key tracers. So as you're, using your mouse, as you're entering in information, it'll start basically collecting that data to be used against you.
Okay.
I had two PayPal emails this week that I spent $412 on Coinbase for cryptocurrency from PayPal.
And you didn't, right?
Nope. Yep.
So then they're like, if you don't recognize this, give us a call, and then you go call them, and then it's a problem. Exactly. That's a good example.
Stephanie, are you able to remote access a laptop and see if there's anything that's been installed?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll drop my phone number in the chat. You can give me a call anytime. Okay.
I will. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Matt Freed here with the EHS Recruiting Company. We've been helping careers and growing companies since 1993. We help find managers for restaurants and hotels and even salons if they need. You guys were talking about Raising Cane's. I'm looking at my lead sheet. We have about 20 needs for Raising Cane's, everywhere from Wisconsin to Illinois, Kansas City. There's one in Athens, I believe, opening up. I'll tell you, general managers, they're paying it. This is a fast food place, remember. General managers, 75,000 base with 30,000 bonus. That's why these guys are growing. That's why these guys are getting so much. They're taking care of their employees, a lot like Chick-fil-A. So it's pretty cool seeing that kind of stuff happening. And I loved hearing what Asali was saying about the turnover of the restaurants. Yeah, we're seeing certain kinds of restaurants closing down, but we're seeing all sorts of other types of restaurants coming up, different new chains, just exciting new concepts. We talk about this in recruiting, selling boring concepts. I don't want to diss Applebee's, but holy cow, telling somebody, hey, I have a position at Applebee's for you, it's just boring. So having new concepts come in is kind of the new lifeblood of what we're seeing in the industry. Anyway, any of your clients, they need managers. I do pay referrals. I'm loving the fact that some of you all are helping me contact. Terry, Zach, and I are still going back and forth trying to find a time to speak. But anytime you guys need anybody, as far as recruiting, we work on contingency. There's no money up front. You can reach me 941-993-7610. It's at ehsrecruitingcompany.com.
Great, thank you. John Bunn, before you give your intro, John, the pie company from our 9 o'clock group, get in touch with them.
Okay. Wonderful. Good morning, everyone. My name is John Bunn with the Bunn Company. You probably know us from New York, Chicago, all your bigger cities. When you walked into the small mom and pop bakery companies, that they would tie all their boxes with twine. Well, that was our machine that did it. Today, unfortunately, nearly 80% of the delivery drivers admit to eating the food they deliver. So restaurants, you need to secure your delivery service. Stickers don't work. Staples aren't allowed. Take care of your customers' foods, because it costs a tremendous amount of money to lose one customer because they tell everybody. So give us a call at 1-800-222-BUNN, B-U-N-N. Our website is buntyco.com. There it is behind me. And our email is info@buntyco.com. Give us a call. We're American made right here in Central Florida in Lakeland. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Jordan, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Jordan, CEO and co-founder of Starfish here. We use AI to help restaurants and their bookkeepers save money. Last year in 2024, we saved our customers over $2 million. And if January is anything to show for 2025, it'll be a lot more in 2025. That is everything from linens to payroll, food, and everything in between. Our whole belief is we are building a software where the goal is that a restaurant should not ever have to log in. We proactively tell them how to lower their costs. You can visit our website, usestarfish.com, or you can reach out to me directly, 914-844-5775.
Good, thank you. TRN Terry.
Hey there. Happy Valentine's weekend and happy Super Bowl. I know some are not very happy about the teams, and I don't follow it, but I stopped watching it when Tom Brady left the Patriots. Anyways, so for the women out there. Anyways, what I do is gather leads. I gather leads, our team. We gather leads all month. We have many different avenues of getting these. We let you know what is opening in Florida from the Panhandle to Key West every month. And we guarantee now, we've gotten to the point where we can guarantee 50 brand new under construction or coming soon leads. Last month there were 82. The month before there was 70 something. So they're way above the 50. But I'm going to just keep it safe and guarantee 50. And what that is, you get the owner's name, where they're at in the construction phase. Are they entering Florida? Did they just sign a lease? Phone number, email address, a little column in the middle about the actual restaurant. Is it waterfront? Is it 3 stories? Are they bringing in several more? Now, if you see something in the middle and it's in red, it's always going to be, and I keep the format the same, it's always going to be that there are more in the works. If you see it bolded like a 2 or 3, that's their second or third. So I let everyone know when they purchase the leads, hopefully, that that is what that is. So you can go right to it. If you're looking for something that is going to be, you know, hey, there are 5 more locations coming, you're going to look for that red sentence in the middle. Anybody that wants a sample, email me, terri@trnusa.com. And I'm happy to send you a sample. Won't have the emails, but happy to send you a sample. We're signing people up at least 1 a week now. So very, very happy. We're second to none anywhere in the US. And that's a pretty bold statement, but it is the truth. So everybody have a fun Valentine's Day and a very, very nice Super Bowl party weekend, as Mr. Mulholland, who hopefully he is I'm from California and I'm very, very familiar with Mulholland Drive up in the LA area, and he's part of that Mulholland legacy. But John, I'm hoping that nobody that you knew, because my son works up there, that everybody was okay. Those fires were, and still.
Oh, yeah. Nobody I knew.
Oh, good. Thank
My
goodness.
relatives are further north.
It's horrible. It's horrible. You were a little further north, but still. I've lost my bearings. It's been a few years since I've been down here. But anyways, have a good weekend.
Thank you. I want to double back to Clint. If you want to add anything or change anything to your intro so that everybody knows exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. One of the things I should have mentioned is that we also do fire alarm systems. That's a big one. You mentioned hood systems, stuff like, well, that stuff has to be monitored. Sprinkler systems, when they go into these buildings, they have to have annual, some places semi-annual tested inspections. Last thing they want is an inspector coming in and shutting their business down because their fire alarm system is out of date or it's out of service. Very important, getting a certificate of occupancy without that. So that is something besides fire, access, security, and video surveillance. That's what I'd like to add.
Okay, great. Did I miss anybody besides me? All right. Before I do my intro, I want to again bring up the fact that I think it's very important for you and for the people watching for you to do an intro, to do a presentation so that we all understand what you do better, and also for people watching on YouTube to understand what you do and perhaps call you. We've got next week is booked with Joemi, and the 21st is booked with Ferry. Is anybody right now interested in doing a presentation? Don't want to put you on the spot, but it should definitely do it.
I'll do
Howard,
one.
you have me for the 7th, right?
You're on the 7th of March? Oh, I gotta put it in the book.
Unless
you
you
can
said Stephanie, it sounded like Terry.
If you can confirm, Howard. I think we said last week that I was the 7th, and yeah, I thought Stephanie was in 2 weeks also.
Yeah, I'll do one. I've got to work around some trade shows I'm doing, so I'll call you.
Okay, Jordan, I do have you in the book. I'm sorry, on the 7th.
Jordan's like, don't take my day away, please. I don't blame you.
I'm not quite as good as AI.
I got Valentine's.
Ah, there you go. That's a good one for you.
Usually, guys.
All right, I'll do my intro. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News, and we've been publishing since 1996. And we are a digital newspaper for the restaurant industry. And when you go to our website, trnusa.com, the newspaper will open up immediately, and you can read articles and look at ads and let's see a lot of great information. What we also provide is email blast marketing. We have a huge database and social media presence, which we can access on your behalf. And of course, we do Terry's restaurant leads reports, and we do 2 networking groups on Friday, one at 9 and one at 11. If you'd like to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888. Or go to our website again at trnusa.com. Okay. Anybody have anything they want to bring up? Good and welfare? Any comments? Any questions? I don't want to start a topic now. We don't have enough time.
Yeah. Can I do a shout out?
Sure.
Terry Art. We did some business with her a while back, and 2 days ago I got a cheese cutting board with a selection of 4 different knives. So very classy. Thank you very much. I'm going to get some use out of that.
I appreciate the business. Thanks.
Sure.
That's a perfect example of what we're here for. To help each other, and that's always good to hear.
Yeah, and I'd like to say something. Networking, it sounds redundant. Sometimes, you get, everybody says what they do and, for every meeting, but you never know which YouTuber, what video they're going to click on. So if we don't do that, they're not going to know who does what. And that's super important, because we get calls and questions like, do you have someone that does this? Yes, watch this. They're right there, so you have to do it. It's like, anyways, just in case anybody was wondering, I thought I'd throw that out there. You never know who's going to click on what video. So you got to have it.
And can I add to that? Can I add to that?
Absolutely.
You also never know who knows who. So
Yeah.
I might not be able to help you, but I might know somebody that can help you.
Exactly.
And Terry, every time you guys share, I hear something different. Like when you talk about the same thing that you do, I hear sometimes you say something different, and I use that because I didn't know that. And I've been in the meeting for over a year, but I didn't know that. And I use it when I talk to clients about what you do. So every time you guys introduce yourself, you tweak it a little bit different, and that helps me explain better what you guys do. So I even if you guys say it 20 times, I get something different every time. So I think it's helpful. I like these introductions.
Thank you. And you know what? On that note, I will add something. And especially for you, there are people that have called me and said, hey, by any chance, do you have these lists from a year or 2 years ago? Yes, we do. Can we buy them? Yes, you can. Reason being, what if they don't like their service provider? What if they're ready to retire and want to sell a restaurant? What happens if they need a new POS system? What happens if their equipment broke and they need new equipment? What happens if they've just opened and they're going to open another place and they need marketing, Terry's product, or, who knows? So they buy those lead reports from a year back or 2 years back. I think we have them for 3 years, but yeah. So a lot of people may not even know that. So that came into my head when you said that. Thank you, Azalea.
What you've just been talking about, both of you, is very, very interesting, because a lot of people in the group are in the food service industry, but we don't know really what they know about the food service industry and perhaps an industry that they were in before. I could tell you I was a U.S. Senator before. No, I'm kidding.
Say it, but
I was in a totally different industry and got into this industry, many years ago, and some of the things I learned in that other industry, perhaps might have helped me here. So maybe one day, like on a holiday weekend or something, we'll do what you didn't know about me week. That would be interesting to know.
Not to record.
Well, and don't assume that people know what you do. This is pretty interesting. I just found out this morning with our manufacturing company, we do ferrogas. Most of you probably heard of ferrogas. We do all their cabinets. So I talked to that they put the propane in. So I talked to Carla. I said, well, do you know we do dispenser units? She goes, I had no idea you guys did dispenser units. Our biggest client, they do $350,000 a year business with us. Didn't we know? And I'm going to take partial blame on that because I never educated her. I just assumed since she was a client for all these years.
Oh,
she knew. And I compiled this list and I found 3 people this morning. I had no idea that we did dispenser units. Those are where you auto gas. Yeah. So it's like a whole new stream of income, baby.
John will get it, believe me. If they're not there, got this.
It's a good reason to advertise. Let everybody know what you do.
Exactly.
Sorry for Steve. He looks like he's freezing. Steve, it's cold up there.
Anyway, we're at the end of the meeting, and I want to thank everybody for coming. Have a great week. We'll see you next week on Valentine's Day, and Joemi's going to be presenting. I look forward to that. And if you want to do a presentation, send me an email, give me a call. I want to schedule it. It's important for everybody.
It truly.
Have a good weekend, and don't drink too much at the Super Bowl, and let the sauce be with you.